My name is Gabe Santos, and I have the honor to serve as Tipping Point's board chair, and it's a joy to be here with you today. So we usually save our thank yous for the end, but I want to start by showing gratitude. To all my board and LC members, please raise your hand. Thank you all for your leadership. For those of you that are new to Tipping Point, the board of directors covers all of the operating expenses of the organization so that every single dollar donated by our community goes directly to serving our grantees, the people we're honoring today. And our leadership council plays an invaluable role, from their financial contributions to recommending who we fund to opening up their networks. So thank you very much. And to each of our amazing 50-plus grantees, please raise your hand. This morning, we celebrate you. Thank you for having the courage and creativity to tackle some of the most challenging issues facing our society. You know, when I sat down to start thinking about the breakfast, I started on November 4th, intentionally, before the election. Like so many of us, I was fatigued. I was tired of polls and our political polarization. I also felt sadness that our country and even our own city was so fractured. I was anxious and even angry. Of course, I knew that I would be fine. I was still aware of my privileged position. But I knew that millions of the most vulnerable among us did not have the benefit of that comforting thought. Then I started to think and unpack why I love this breakfast so much. And I kept circling to the profound sense of connection that I feel with each and every one of you. For me, Tipping Point is more than just a special date on the calendar. It's an opportunity for our community to come together. And look around. We don't share the same faith, ethnicity, political party, or even sports team. We share something far more unique. The belief that we are all better off when our neighbors are better off. This community rejects the all too human instinct to care only for ourselves. We engage where others retreat. We lead, aware that leadership involves navigating uncertainty and risk. Our work has impact, but it also signals that every life and every future has value. Our reasons for taking action are personal and varied, from looking after our hometown to paying it back or paying it forward. For Melissa and me, it's as simple as wanting to explain to our two little girls that mommy and daddy are trying to be part of the solution. Tipping Point's belief is that when this community comes together, change is possible. And on November 5th, the day after I started thinking about this speech, the people of San Francisco decisively reminded us that our values, what Tipping Point stands for, are their values too. Daniel? Hold on. Daniel, as Tipping Point's founder and San Francisco's next mayor, thank you. We know that the task in front of you is not easy. And as an organization that pushes government, we may not always agree on the path forward. But we know that what you started, what Tipping Point fights for, that's our common ground. As you can imagine, I don't feel fatigued today. I feel energized. Over the next hour, you will have the chance to hear from 3 of our incredible grantees. Whether this is your first breakfast or your 20th, I hope that you will leave feeling inspired about the impact that this community is making. So it's my pleasure to introduce our first grantee, JobTrain. JobTrain has been in the portfolio since 2011 and has a singular focus on preparing low-income individuals for successful, sustainable careers. They provide training in traditional classrooms and online, as well as in the field through formal externships. Their work crosses sectors from healthcare to technology, culinary arts to property management. And they go beyond focusing on the hard skills. They also invest in building life skills, mental health support, and financial counseling. Located in the heart of Silicon Valley, JobTrain has long partnered with companies like Google, Meta, and Stanford Hospital. But the JobTrain we first invested in 13 years ago is not the same JobTrain as today. They've grown from one location in East Palo Alto to 6 job centers throughout the peninsula, South Bay, and South San Francisco. And we have been with them every step of the way. Our first speaker, Adriana Pedrasas, found JobTrain at a pivotal moment in her life. She's a mom, she's a force, and a true ray of light. We are so honored to have her with us today. Please welcome Adriana.